Must have been about 12 when I first developed an interest in flying. Born and raised in Brisbane, so of course we had the F-111s flying around. River fire, particularly with the dump and burn, that definitely sparked my interest in fast jets, at least. I'd never flown, so I didn't even know if I was going to like flying to begin with, let alone like actually having that confidence to fly and pass pilot's course. So when I was asked if I wanted to be a display pilot, it was definitely that moment where the 10-year-old inside of me kind of jumped out for joy. I was kind of like, do not give this up, absolutely take that, and I was so keen to get into it, to be able to showcase the jet in front of Australia and in front of friends and family. I was not going to let that opportunity pass. Aerial displays for us, the primary benefit is to be able to showcase the Super Hornet to everyone and its capabilities. Most people don't get to see what it can do, so being able to do aerobatic displays really shows its ability to, the main ability for the Super Hornet to be able to point its nose basically wherever we want it to point. It's really a great dogfighting aircraft. Its ability to pitch its nose, yaw, and roll rapidly is next to none. And then just the sheer noise from the engines, I think everyone loves, and everyone loves to see. So I know if you ask most pilots what got them interested in flying, it's probably something along the lines of, hey, I went to an air show and I saw some fast jets flying around, or I was just walking along the beach and some fast jets flew past along the coast. So that's certainly important for making sure that everyone sees us, knows that we're there, and that we're an option. So recruiting the next generation, ultra important when it comes to aerobatic displays. We never truly fly right at the limit of the aircraft's capabilities, not in the display sense, purely because we're flying so close to the ground. We want that safety margin. So obviously safety is always at the forefront of the design of the display for not only our safety, but obviously the safety of the crowd and everyone there. In saying that, we definitely try to safely demonstrate the full spectrum of the jet's capabilities in front of the crowd. So that's anything from flying really fast, so we get up to 0.92 the speed of sound, or about 1100 k's per hour, and then we go as slow as about 200 k's per hour, which sounds fast still, but it's quite slow for a fast jet. We also fly very, very low, so as low as 50 meters above the ground. We fly very high, and you'll see in some of our displays how we rapidly zoom climb there. And then we are also under a lot of G. So when it comes to G forces, during our display, we get up to 7.5 G throughout that. During that, so I normally weigh about 85 kilos, 7.5 G, I end up weighing about 650 kilos. And so that in itself is physically exhausting for the crew as well. So we're definitely working at our limits. The aircraft might be fine, but we are exhausted at the end of the display. Just consistently high G throughout the display, and at the end of those 16 minutes, I'm wrecked. The one thing the crowd will never see is, I guess, my view from the cockpit of the crowd in reverse. And so looking out and seeing just a crowd of thousands of people there watching the display, knowing that they're all there for you, it's a feeling that's hard to describe unless you've been in that position. Again, I tried to mostly ignore that so I can just focus on doing a nice, solid, accurate display and a safe display. But obviously I'm going to look out and see that at some point. And it's awesome to see. It's a great feeling. And it's part of the high of doing the display flying, is just being out there full of crowds and being able to perform. So the young kids in the audience watching the display, ultimately the intent is to get them to join and hopefully be in my shoes one day. I was that kid one day many years ago watching the F-111s do their dump and burns, and so hopefully hopefully I can inspire that young kid to do the same. I know a lot of people have an interest in aviation but aren't really sure which industry to go with, but I can tell you now that the flying that you do in the Air Force is next to none. Oh, by the way, the training is all free and is also world class. As I kind of spoke about before, I know a lot of people might go, hey, I don't think I would be good enough for that. But I can tell you now, I was in the exact same shoes. Didn't think I would even get through the recruiting process, let alone multiple pilots courses, but just keeping that next step ahead and not thinking too far into the future. And then one day you find yourself as the display pilot.